Hi, chat. It's Friday. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. It's sunny. It's beautiful outside. No longer raining. And my compression leggings should be here sometime around 2 o'clock. So I'm pretty goddamn happy about that. Words are hard about that. Ladies, gentlemen, programs, users, and gentlefolk, come on in. The arcade is open. It is Friday, May 2nd. Hi. How are you? Are you all good? You having a good day? Is it an alright day? Maybe we can make it better here? I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Folks, the plan has changed. By plan, I was originally watching some indie DIY makers getting crunched by, oh my god. Yeah, so the tariffs are kind of a thing, aren't they? That's really kind of messing with a lot of people, and that's unfortunate. I mean, hopefully whatever this is, this doesn't last long and things go back to normal. We can hope, but if they don't, I mean, might just very well be our new reality, right? Yeah, I don't know what this means moving forward, personally for me, with like some of the streaming stuff and everything, because a lot of the equipment, if I need to replace anything, comes from the States, comes from the US. We already kind of end up having to pay a lot extra for electronic equipment. So tariffs are, I'm going to stretch the hell out of everything. Let's just put it that way. Every dollar is good. Like, for instance, I will make sure when and where possible, what I am buying is manufactured in Canada to avoid the tariffs. But some of the stuff that I actually use for doing this as a career, I can't get in Canada. They don't make it in Canada. It's never been made in Canada, so I don't have a choice. I kind of get screwed. Got to get it from the US. I don't know what that means for the future, but we'll see how that goes and how that all transitions out. Anyways, chat, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I'm very excited for the compression leggings to get here because I am hoping that just being able to wear them over the weekend will eliminate some of the discomfort I have in my legs, my feet, my freaking, everything from my waist down. I'm worried that a DIY hobby kit computer order I made that shipped to China. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, because here's the thing. I know compression socks are, but the problem is I need like something that has the compression from the waist down, not just up to the knee, right? That's where the leggings are actually better overall for me. Yeah. So this will eliminate the issues like all the way from the hips down in through the knees, down into the ankles and my feet. So it's, and I went with, what was it, 25? Let me double check that. I want to make sure I've got this right. Yeah, so I went with the firmer compression, which is 20 to 30 millimeter. So it's here's the funny thing. It's measured compression leggings, like leggings and compression socks and stuff like that. All of these medical garments are measured in mmHg, which is millimeters of mercury. I'm just reading the information as it is, but I don't know why it's measured in millimeters of mercury, but that impacts your tightness and benefits. I'm not life. I'm glad that it is the weekend for you. So I went with a firmer compression, which was actually recommended to me, which is 20 to 30 mmHg. This firmer compression is often recommended by doctors or physiotherapists for post-surgery recovery, injury prevention, and managing circulatory issues like blood clots. Yeah, like blood pressure. Yeah. So I went with mine are the leggings that I've got are a 25 mmHg. And they should be here sometime around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Maybe I'll model them for you. I don't know. I don't think you guys want to see me basically wearing tights, but you know what? Doesn't matter. I'll put them on right away. I don't even care. They don't need to go into the laundry. I'm just going to put them on and see if it just makes me feel a little bit like, yeah, measure of pressure. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, so I went with a 25 mmHg. And again, it's because in my situation, it is managing circulatory. It's for managing a circulatory issue. Because again, while we don't have definitive, you know, everything has been checked, they did the angiogram kind of thing yet, it is a very likely concern. Are there pressure? I don't know. I don't know if there's pressure. Why would I wear a pressure condom? What the hell is that? No. Why?
Oh, hell no.
Shame.
A what?
Shame. Shame.
Are you good? A what? So, listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't think there are many men out there that want a freaking pair of vice grips around their pee-pee. I don't think that's necessary. You don't need something that goes and crushes it. No, not Slide. Not Slide.
Shame.
Sir.
Shame.
What the hell, man?
Shame.
Sweet Christmas. Yeah, right? Chad Chestbeard, hi. Not Slide.
What's your name, scumbag?
Yeah, right? Isn't
Identify
Chad
yourself,
Chestbeard, thank you so much for the
program.
follow. Yeah, isn't there pumps for this stuff like that? What is Not Slave, have you been drinking again? Get off the sauce. Get off the sauce, sir. Then go and get yourself a whiskey and relax. Sweet Jesus. So yeah, that is on its way. Like I said, I already got the notification set for delivery.
Grid is
Algorithmic
live.
policy index.
Initiate light cycle
Welcome
battery.
to the Great Friday. We are going to be jumping back into Star Citizen here. You know what? We're just going to jump in it. Okay, let's go. So 8.82 million credits is what is required for me to buy a Starlancer MAX. We're up in the game. You know, before I was just going to be 3.2 so I could get myself into a C1 Spirit. The issue is I want something with a little more longevity, some legs in the game. And the Starlancer MAX has 224 SCU of cargo space, which means not only can I haul cargo, I can haul a fucking tank. So if I want to use it as a platform for me and my buds to roll deep with a goddamn tank, well, guess what? We can do that. We want to get a couple of rock mining machines in there and a couple of Atlas Geos. We can do that and still have the space to, you know, freaking store all our material and then go off to a refinery. 224 is kind of I think is a really kind of a nice sweet spot. Now that being said, I'll show you what the Starlancer MAX looks like here. For those of you who aren't already familiar. The Starlancer MAX. Okay, so this is actually kind of a pretty. So it is already flight ready, right? That's the Starlancer MAX. It's a big ship. It's chunky. Top turrets mounted front and rear. You got two side turrets at the front. Right? There's the top profile. There's the side profile. Front profile. And that big old backside. Ooh, look at it. It's pretty. So, again, it is going to take... It's going to take some money. We need credits. We only have 600,000. Turrets to protect the turrets. Kind of like that. this is the thing. This ship is actually designed as for multi-crew. The layout is actually really, really well done. I'd say, honestly, it's probably one of the better designed ships in Star Citizen to come out in recent time. So that being said, I think this is moving forward. This is the goal to work towards, is getting ourselves, one whale and all of their friends. Listen, I am not buying it with real world money, because to buy it with real world money is like $500. I can think of a lot of things $500 can go to. Real world, definitely not a ship in Star Citizen. But 8.82 million credits, we can make that money in game. It's going to get a little grindy. That's fair. But I am not spending $500 on a freaking digital ship that I can earn in game. I'm ready to put my nose to the grindstone and just earn this bitch. Anyway, how's everybody? How are your Friday? Chad Chessbeard. Then thank you so much for throwing down the follow. And yeah, you came in at a weird time in the conversation. I came here to 4-head. You mean 5-head. Listen, it's not a 4-head. I have a 5-head. I'm okay with that. I've spent way too much money buying expensive ships in STO. See, that's what I mean. Just buy one ship, Sleepy, in Star Citizen, and then you're done. You don't need to spend. I have a 5-head. It's okay. Eve. Oh God, don't even. I can't play Eve anymore. I can't. I cannot in good conscience play Eve because I hate spreadsheets. And that's all Eve is anymore. It's an Excel spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet freaking no. I haven't played Eve in like 5 years. I won't go back. I will not go back to Eve. Won't happen. I want to sit in the cockpit and I actually want to fly my ship. I want to be able to get up out of the seat, wander around my ship. I want to be able to lay in my bed. I want to be able to walk out and do all of these other things. I don't want the World of Warcraft of space. Now, that might piss a lot of people off. But as somebody who has played Eve, that's what it reminds me of. It is World of Warcraft in space with ships. You don't fly your ship. It kind of autopilots a little bit, and you hit buttons, go pew, pew, pew. But you don't get to use flight controls, which is worse. It lacks the immersion that I require for my space game. I want to fly. Now that being said, I know there are a lot of people who love Eve. And Eve has been around a very long time. And if you enjoy that style of gameplay, awesome. Happy that you enjoy that, right? This, so on the other hand, I do like this first person wandering around is, I prefer this. Now, I know that Elite Dangerous, Frontier Developments with Elite Dangerous tried to do a similar thing. It didn't quite really, they kind of half-assed it, right? Like you walk up to your ship and then it just loads you into the ship, but you don't get to wander around your ship. I'm like, yo, you kind of half-assed this, you know? You know what I mean? You could have done so much more with it, but you had to half-ass it. And we walked in, it's a loading screen to get down into the ship bay. We see our ship, we walk up to it, we hit the thing, and then we're sitting in the pilot seat. I'm like, I want to walk around the ship. Just a little bit, walk around the ship. That being said, though, on the system side of it, from explorable space, Elite Dangerous is way ahead of everything. But again, we're talking about two different development groups that have two different development philosophies. Hi, Kitty. For a second, I thought this was Cyberpunk. Depends on where you are in the game. Some places it kind of does. We are in New Babbage, on the planet of Microtech. So the one thing that the two different design philosophies for a expansive space game. We got Frontier Developments. We are going to build out the entire galaxy first, and then we're gonna start with the macro and build into the micro. Yeah. This isn't a loading screen, Kitty. That's the nice thing about this. No loading screen. You'll load in onto the server, and then you just working transportation system, shops, you know, even the advertisements.
Nearing next stop.
Right? Oh, I don't know whose ship that was, but it sounded a little rough. So, but with Star Citizen, with Cloud Imperium Games, they started with the micro, the small detail, and then grew out, right? So they started small with and wanted to have a very detail rich. Yeah, heading to the hangars, exactly, Chad. That's exactly where we're headed. I want to see if I still have my rental available to get at least one more load in. We're at 600K, but I have to earn 8.82 million credits to be able to buy myself the Starlancer MAX. I'm not doing it with real world money. I would, trust me, I can buy a brand new replacement racing wheel for my aging Club Sport 2.5 that is right there behind me. You know, my Fanatec wheel. That it's starting to have dropout issues and everything. That started at the start of the year. It's 7 years old. It's got thousands of hours of use, so it's not like, you know, it's not like it could be upset about it. It got used. You know, I could, with $500 real world cash, I could buy, you know, more flight equipment. I only have 35 food. Okay, well, we're gonna grab it. We can get out to the station. As you can see, this is the rental. This is the rental. But yeah, so it's like I can think of a lot of things to spend $500 on. Just not a ship. No, I'm not using Virtual. So my main stick is a VKB Gladiator NXT Evo. I'm currently using my roommate's X52 Pro throttle. On the back shelf behind me, you might notice some Thrustmaster equipment. That Thrustmaster equipment got retired because it's dead. I'm not even going to explain the level of drift that fucking flight stick has. Don't even get me started on the disconnect problems with the frickin' throttle. But I mean, for the amount of use that there's a reason it's sitting on the shelf back there as retired. That is the first flight equipment I ever owned. Again, thousands of hours of use, doesn't owe me a thing. Initially, when I got the VKB Evo flight stick, right-handed stick, actually, I think I should. Okay, so as you can see, throttle, there's. I love that I can do this. This is. I freaking love it. This camera is so good. God, I love this. This is why the Link 2C is such a great camera, right? So sell it to me for parts so I can try and bodge together fix. I mean, you can just have it. Are you willing to pay the customs to get it across the border to you? So yeah, that's the VKB. And then if I wish it would just allow me to. Oh, wow. And then my roommate's X52 professional. There we go. The Insta360 Link 2C camera. Very nice. Anyway, yeah. I want to get the Omni throttle from VKB. So I have like that match set, but we had some problems initially when I got the first VKB stick. I ordered it direct, didn't have any problem, right? Paid for it, it was great. What in the fuck? Wonder how much the shipping. Yeah, I'm not sure how much the shipping and customs would be if I'm being not sure. So I don't know what the hell is going on here. Where did this come from? I wasn't here last night. Nobody can use my. This is a rental ship too. What the fud? All right, well that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna, you know, we're gonna hit you down into space, chat. New Babbage broken, chat. It would be interesting to take it apart, wonder how much. Yeah, so, and the thing is, I looked at, there are repair kits for the Thrustmaster equipment that switches it out to Hall effect sensors. But with the current freaking tariffs and everything, I'm like, it's not even worth getting the Hall effect sensors to repair it. I could do the work, but when the equipment to actually fix it and repair everything and switch it over to a Hall effect sensor stick is about the same amount as it would be to just buy one brand new, doesn't make much sense, right? I'm like, why? At least in Canada, because Kazakhstan got some weird ass freaking electronics taxes. We got some weird shit that we do here. Doesn't make sense all the time, but you know. Is that? There it is. There it is. That's what we want. Port trusting. Okay. Yes. All right, let's get in close. We'll let's get in tight right here, and then I'm gonna dump off a bunch of cargo. Lorena Star, huh? All right, well. Okay, so far so good, folks. Let's gotta roll that a little bit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Ship is stopped. Okay, we're gonna open the back hatch, and Dad's gonna dump out some crap that shouldn't be on my on this ship anyway. Let's yep, open that door. Oh, it's not contracted. On. On. What would you ballpark the customs to be? Oh God. I'd have to, honestly, to get a good idea, I'd have to weigh it. I think that would be the only way to actually get any idea of what, like, even a rough guesstimate. I don't even know what it weighs, so. I think that would be the only way to really even estimate. If I had to guess, maybe because it's coming, because I'd be sending it to you from Canada, maybe $50. I don't know. I actually don't really know. I have no idea, but what I can do is I can kind of have a look at it. Maybe it's a possibility. All right, there we go. Holstered. No. Close. Close door, please. Thank you. Okay, that takes care of the cargo issue. Fuse. What? Fuse? Okay, whatever. What do I need a fuse for? Just, I mean, I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from. I know, Sleepy, you are a tinkerer. You like to tinker with me. And I respect that. Nope. Okay. Oh. Wow. Watch this. Somebody had a bad day over there. I'm like, I don't know if you guys noticed that ship. It's looking a little rough. Okay. Not really sure why. Not my problem. All I know is looking rough. Whoop, there we go. Okay, engines off. What do we got? Any repair work? No. A little bit of hydrogen fuel. A whole grand total of, you know, 1 credit to repair it. All right, so where are we credit-wise? We're 603,338. Okay. I wish, like, this is 120. I wish we had, like, an additional 20 SU of cargo space. An extra 120 or an extra 20 SU of cargo space.
Welcome to the ASOC.
Okay, we're going for that. Now, why are we yeeting cargo off the back of the ship a minute ago? Because that was from a, remember when I got stuck in the bed and I had to relog? Like fully, properly relog? That was the cargo I had loaded into the ship prior to that. And I don't have the mission for it. So, and the cargo vanished and I was like, okay, well, fine. But we log in today and all of a sudden the cargo's still sitting there and I'm like, excuse me, what? What? No, this cargo shouldn't exist. All right, here's what we're going to do. Hear me out. We're going to try.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
We're going to, we'll come back to that in a minute. We're going to try a single combat mission with the Aurora MR. Because apparently I hate my life and I'm just going to, I like getting sucker punched. So we're going to take the tiniest ass freaking little combat ship. That's what they call it.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Light fighter. It is apparently the RSI Aurora MR is classified as a light fighter. I call bullshit. But we're going to try it anyways. Because the little combat experience, not a terrible thing. The rented ship only has 22 minutes left on it. So this gives us a chance to get into something just a little bit different. Take 2, 1. Give me my ship. There we go. Okay, we're gonna grab that. Okay. Look at this. Wait until you see the size of this thing. It's freaking tiny. This does not look like a fighter. Honest? Well, kinda does. Now here's the thing. If you look at the design of the Aurora MR, like just the Aurora in general, right? We'll wait for everything to stop doing its thing. So there we go. Okay. Now, if you look at this ship, do these not look like wings that should actually unfold? Like they're just streamlined against the side of the ship? It kind of, now, if you look at this from the front, it kind of looks like an ornithopter with the wings swept back, with the wings folded back behind it. It looks like an ornithopter from Dune. Right? Like it legitimately looks like an ornithopter with the wings swept back. And I've always kind of felt that these should actually, when you go into flight mode, should swing out. At least angle out a little bit. Not like they don't have to fully extend, just come out a little bit from the body of the ship. That's just me though. Excuse me? I'd like to get into freaking ship, bro. Okay, well, it's not go- Are you not gonna let me in my ship? Can I get into my ship? How did they make it so awkward to get into my own ship? This ship, this is the Aurora MR. So we look at this. So we're looking at this ship. It looks like it looks similar to an ornithopter. With and you notice how the wings are swept back like that. The flight surfaces are swept back. It looks like an ornithopter folded for transport. The thing is, though, is these wings, I feel like, should swing out just a little bit, like just on a slight angle. But they don't. They're static, as they are. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna take a quick combat mission. What do we got for mercenary? Can I? Nope. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna pay the fee. Why build it like a lawn dart with fixed wings? Makes no sense. I mean, I get it, but remember, it's also space, so you know, it's just space, right? It does look like a lawn dart, though. It's fast as fuck, though. That is the one nice thing, right? It is definitely, it's fast AF, so. Okay, so Ghost Hollow on micro attack. Wow, this ship kind of has a very aggressive engine now, too. Okay, so we're gonna take this out. We're gonna do a quick little combat. I want to see while we're heading down. So we're doing a bounty hunter. Merc. See, here, I would love to do this, but there's just experience with rapid hostility de-escalation security contractor MT. I mean, we could possibly do that one. But we're gonna do. Okay. Right. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go to Ghost Hollow on Microtech. Okay. Find the target. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I haven't done one of these in a little bit. And we're gonna do it in an Aurora. This is gonna be dangerous. I need to have my head checked. That's right, chat. Chat, I need to have my head checked. We're gonna do it. It's combat. Why the hell not? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Okay, pop out a scan, see what we've got. Tomei, huh? Alright, well, what are we getting ourselves into here, chat? Maybe a little bit more than we can bite off with this. Okay, well, there we go. There, that's what I was looking for. All right. Whoop. I don't know, we're built for it. Oh, we're taking the shields down at least, so that's something. All right, ping the shields, let's go. We're gonna soft death his ass or what? Holy shit. Mother trucker. Holy goddamn, we've already taken wings off. He's only in a Mustang. So that's not so bad. Where in the hell did he go? There he is. Okay, there we go. Contract complete. Let's go. A little bit of combat. Get your Friday going. He didn't even target me. I'm kind of disappointed. I was expecting more of a fight. I was legitimately expecting more of a fight. Disappointment. But they gave us our certification. Oh, hey. And money. Wait, what? Maybe. All right, let's check our contracts here. Bounty Hunter, we already did that one. We got any more, damn? We got any more? There you go. There you go. Active bounty evaluation, MT services. All right, what do we got? Microtech Protection Services is in need of a new qualified bounty hunter to expand our existing roster. To evaluate your skills, we would like you to assist us in the apprehension of Jason Landis from Shubin Processing Facility SPM C3 on Calliope. While there will be other criminals at the site, your main focus should be on completing the bounty. Responsibilities: provide your own transportation to Shubin Processing Facility SPM C3 on Calliope. Neutralize Jason Landis using force as necessary. Minimum qualifications: Bounty Hunters Guild membership and appropriate certification, access to combat equipment and mode of transportation, available for immediate deployment. Preferred qualifications: ability to handle high-pressure situation. I mean, we've got that. We have that. Okay, so what is this one? Neutralize Jonathan Silkscreen Robbins using force. Okay. You know, while I like the idea, I mean, 52K, but the problem is these are ground and pound. Those are ground and pound. I'll be honest, ground and pounds just don't do it for me, no? Nope, definitely. Okay, so we are above the site where we just were for combat. What do we got? Ew, none of those are great. They're all freaking terrible. That's Crusader. Nope. Do I have beautiful blend? There. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, there's New Babbage. There. Okay, why? Port Trestle. Obstruct. Okay, you know what? We'll go to Babbage, and then we'll head from Babbage next. Also, this is not a ship, because this is the Aurora MR. This is not a ship that's built for Pyro. It's not built for Pyro. Not happening. Worst ship ever for Pyro. Absolutely not a great idea. In any way, shape, or form. Not happening. Just worst ever. This is not even a ship that you play fuck around and find out in too often, right? Like, it can get you around. It's pretty nimble in that respect, but long-term combat is really not something that the MR is built for. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. There we go. Oh, god damn, that was awkward as fuck. There we go. See, that's a flight that dual stick setup. Love it. Look at it. It's dual stick. Look. I have my hand on two sticks. I actually kind of... bro. I mean, the NXT looks pretty... Oh, goddamn. Oh, shit. Oh, we're screwed. Remember the idea of it being a lawn dart? It's a freaking lawn dart, chat. The Aurora wasn't paying attention, too busy gabbing. Guess what? Lawn darted. Fucking lawn darted. We used to try to lawn dart each other. 80 stuff. That's factually correct. Hi, Slatter. How are you? He doesn't lie. He tells truths. Yep. Dad just lawn darted. Thank God I was wearing my... I didn't lose my stuff. That's nice. Okay. God for that. Lawn dart tag. Yeah. I remember lawn dart tag with my sisters. Up there with the, how hard can I hit you with a stick? Yep. Yes. Yes. Yep. Factually correct. Can't deny it. Across the back while you weren't looking. Yeah, because it hurt more when it was a surprise. That was also the friend you knew not to trust. Because they weren't a friend. Because they're the first ones who would be willing to stab you in the back. Don't give that one the knife. I used to have mine come up from the side and hit me in the shoulder or in the arms. I don't know what's, you know, actually I think that's better. I would say that is substantially better than getting it across the back when you weren't looking. Hold the thing. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Chat, why is this man, I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm confused, chat. I don't know what's going on there. Why is that man carrying a tray? Just really here for the ride, honestly. What's the play here? What is the play here? Somebody have any ideas? Because Basher and the shit don't. I have no idea what's happening here. No, the dude across, well, no.
Oh, hell no.
My leg. Compression leggings should be here at any point. Okay, so ship lawn darted into the station because I was too busy yakking, not paying enough attention in how fast I was going. That is a hell of a neck tattoo. Not sure what's going on there, but you know, hey. Gonna let that man do whatever he's doing and I'm walking away. I'm just gonna walk away. I don't know who he is. I don't want to know. I don't know what his deal is. I'm not gonna question it. We're just gonna go. He's staring at the dude with the tray like, the fuck? Oh my god. Chat, ad starts in 5 minutes. We're just walking through New Babbage Intergalactic Spaceport. And no. Listen, we don't need to get it up, okay? Oop. Sounds so weird. Well, something I actually want to mention because it was brought to my attention through the Discord server earlier. With regards to Euro Truck Simulator 2, they apparently have an experimental beta going on for asynchronous loading. Which I'm not going to lie, sounds very intriguing because it's it looks like, sounds like what they're trying to do is just improve the way everything loads overall. Just to get rid of the micro stutters and everything. And I'm not 100% sure what it's all about. Okay, we're just gonna step back and wait a minute. Not really sure what that dude's doing, but you know, we're gonna come over here. We're just gonna hang out. This guy's looking a little scared. I like this park with him. Bro's got a nice park. Oh. Bro's got a good. What's that? What kind of AR? Kill that guy so I can take your shades. I'm not killing nobody. This man's, I don't know who he is. He's like, kill this man so I can take your shades. No. You kill him. You got the tray. You slam him upside the head with the tray. Okay. I saw nothing. I'm just walking away. Right. We need that. Yes, please. Small hanger. I've been told I actually have a medium hanger, but you know. Video games. What do they know? Not guru. I appreciate you, but no. I'm not paying money for it. How's your Friday, chat? How are you all doing? What are you all up to? And when are we gonna start kissing? When are we gonna start smooching, chat? When are we gonna start smooching? Do we have a button for the doors? Open exterior. Uh-huh. I still think it kind of looks like a combination between a lawn dart and a frickin' an ornithopter from Dune with wings swept back for transportation. Just saying. Oh. Right, okay, let's try it this time without smacking into Port Tressler. I never claim to be the best pilot. I claim to be a decent pilot when I'm not too busy yakking and when I'm paying attention. I'm a decent pilot. CJ Swagger, huh? Woo! There we go. Chip's already fast enough. I don't need to add any extra to it, if you know what I mean. All right. So, 8.82 million credits is the goal. Get ourselves into the Starlancer MAX. Now, actually, you know, whoa. Ooh. Inertia's a bitch. Wow, inertia's a bitch. We almost freaking lawn darted into Port Tressler. That would have sucked. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here for a minute, right? Area 18. There's a reason we're going to Area 18, chat. Okay. Okay, yep, we've got the fuel to get there, so. God damn it. All that. All right, so we're gonna go to Area 18. Now, there's a reason I want to go to Astro Armada. I need to verify something. So we're gonna head to Astro Armada. That way we can verify something. Okay, this is gonna take. While this is going, I'll be back in a minute. I'm actually gonna leave this up. But I'll. Do perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna turn that off. There you go. I'll be back in a moment. All right, chat. I have returned. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Put that camera back up. There we go. Where are we? Okay, we're about halfway through our trip here to get to Area 18. We're gonna hit Astro Armada. That's the plan. I want to check something out. Basically, what it is, it's price verification. So we're 100%. We're just dropping down to ArtCorp, Area 18. We're gonna go into Astro Armada. I want to verify the price for the Starlancer MAX. As far as I know, it is 8.82 million credits. It's gonna take some time to get up there. But I'm buying a Starlancer. That's all there is to it. Starlancer MAX. I want the 224 SCU of cargo space because this allows me to then transport vehicles and cargo. So it kind of ends up being very, a very utilitarian ship in that respect. So I'm looking forward to this. Where are we anyway? I mean, do we need the marker lights on it while we're trying like that? Do the lights need to be on the lawn dart? That's what the Aurora MR looks like. It looks like a lawn dart. At least from my perception, it looks like a lawn dart. Really? Desk is being a bitch. Okay, Cat, I'm gonna move the desk. And by moving the desk, I mean it's going down. Oh, how's that for timing? God damn, that worked out really well. Good timing, perfect timing. Okay. 18. Here we go. So again, we're gonna get into Riker Memorial Spaceport. We'll dock the ship, make sure we're refueled before we store it. We're gonna jump onto the transit system, get ourselves over into Area 18 itself, hop over into Astro Armada just to have a bit of a poke around, get an idea of what we're looking at. Maybe I might find something in the meantime I can use as a combat ship. We could always go to Lorville as well, and check out new deals, but I mean, like, all right, there we go. But honestly, there are a lot of options to pick up chips at Astro Armada, so you don't necessarily have to travel all the way to Hurston, drop down to Lorville to pick anything up. I gotta keep my ears open so when my delivery gets here for those freaking medical compression leggings, I can get those. And then, chat, y'all might get them modeled for you. This is kind of a totally new experience for me, where I have to actually consider wearing stuff, like wearing effectively medical clothing because of circulation issues from my waist down. It sucks so much. Getting old can suck it. All right, so let's get down here fast. Try not to lawn dart the ship this time. I forgot how fast the Aurora MR can actually be. Nice little round. This ship is really good for running around. Like it's freaking speedy AF, but I think we're good. Am I not close enough for it? I should be close enough for ATC to trigger. Wouldn't it be SPC though? Space traffic control? SP or STC, not ATC, STC. Space traffic control, right? There we go. Queue. All right, we're in the queue. There goes Space Rabbit. What are you flying? Cutlass Black. Go Cuddy Black. What about Red Raider here? What are you flying? Not 100% sure what that one is, but I wonder how many people are heading. We've got to spend time in Pyro, by the way. That is something that I really do want to do. My issue is I don't have any ships to really do the run to Pyro and then survive being in Pyro. In the movie Alien, they do make a reference to Antarctica traffic control, so maybe you just say I mean, yeah, I could just say traffic control. That's true. That is definitely valid to say traffic control. Excuse me? Hangar request complete, huh? Really? There it is. Jeez, that took a second. Yeah, we'll just refer to it as traffic control. There we go. Lawn dart is on the ground. I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee the lawn dart. It's honestly, it's not a terrible ship. As a starter goes, it's actually pretty solid. Oh, roommate's home.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
Alright, okay, we're gonna move that to storage. Thank you. Let's go get on transit. We'll go. Whoa! 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 It's a trap! No, yeah, no. Void elevator seems like a terrible idea. Maybe we'll wait for this to go, and I don't know what's happening, but that's sketchy. No, it is. We're not in Daddy Daycare's medium hangar. Oh my God. Mother trucker. Okay, what we might actually have to do here. Alright, we'll sit that for a second, and then we'll come back over here. Really? I can guarantee you it sure as the shit is not. Right, so here's what we're gonna do. Gonna exit the menu. Just gonna exit to the menu for a second. Go to persistent universe. We're gonna do what we did yesterday. It's gonna right over to Australia because the Australian servers were stable. That's right, chat. I'm Canadian. And for me, the Australian servers were more stable than the American servers. I don't understand how that works. I don't care how that works. All I know is it works. Oh my God, 1 second. Actually, less players is not the reason. It's not because less players. All right, well, anyway, that fixed the problem. We're at least here. Less players. Don't be a smart ass. Yeah, elevators seem to be working fine over in Australia. Australian servers, again, showing that they're in better shape than the American servers. Is Trumpy trying to freaking tariff the servers too? Is that what the problem is? Tariffs? We didn't pay tariffs, right? We didn't pay the taxes. Why is it still showing my RSIMR? No, put that ship away. That's not what. Packet border crossing fees. There it is. Probably. That's probably. Probably correct. Go. Yep. Okay, we're into Astro Armada. Let's go. Let's go. See, I'm not the only one here at Astro Armada. Hey, bud. It's like, how you doing? All right, Starlancer MAX. Red Cat, Attack, Area, Crusader, Vanu, Origin Jumpworks. 8,820,000 Alpha UEC. God, look at this thing. He's so chunky. He's a big boy. That's a big boy ship. This is the ship we're working towards. Dad wants the big boy ship. Okay, now. What we got here? The Hawk. The Arrow. Really? It's 1.9 foot. Gladiator. For Mark II. Or Mark. Yeah, the Ghost. Okay. The Hurricane. Terrapin. God damn, these ships are expensive. Oh, look. I can get my expedition ship back, but I don't want the... I don't want the runabout, bro. I'm done with the runabout. The Karak, 34 million credits. This is a big boy ship, though. Truthfully, that's a big boy ship. There we go. Exploration Pathfinder, F7C, Hornet, Wildfire, Mark 2, Mark 1. All right. Argo. CS. Oh, that's like the pickup truck. Why does... You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why it looks like that. This is kind of like the weird little pickup truck thing. I don't know why the models look so messed up in this. It's kind of trippy. So there's the... Yeah, this is the Atlas. So as you can see, it's just for hauling car. It's for moving cargo around. We got the Banu. Oh my God. Why are combat ships so freaking expensive, bro? So pricey. Intrepid, Starter. I mean, we almost got enough for that, but the Intrepid doesn't really have a whole lot. It's not a bad ship, but Gatak. Wow, the Sulin is actually that much? Really? Damn. I already have a PTV, so I don't need that. Kruger, nope, don't care about those. Terrible. Mirai. We've got the Fury Snub Fighter. These things are dangerous as shit, but you need something to sort of move it around because it has no jump engine. So again, this is the ship that we're working towards. It's a biggin. It is 100% a biggin. It's a biggin. That's the ship. What do we got here? Nope. God damn. We got some ground vehicle stuff, but that's about it. All right, so 8.82 million credits. In chat, we had to come to the Australian servers because they're more stable than the US servers. I don't understand it. I'm not going to bother understanding it. All I know is it is factually correct. America, get your shit together, because even your video game servers are on fire. They shouldn't be. They are. The European servers were fine. The Australian servers were fine. Even the Asia servers yesterday were great. The American servers are on fucking fire. Why? Why are they on fire? Explain it to Dad in term. Use small words. Sneezes, tariffs go. Sneezes, tariffs go up. I mean, you might not be wrong on the packet border crossing fee. Oh, you want to play connected to, American servers? Well, there's going to be a fee for that. You're welcome. We'll split half with Russia. It's okay. I live in a country that at one time Congress actually pondered the idea of postage for... They pondered the idea of what? Excuse me? Postage or email? Are you... I live in a country that at one time Congress actually pondered the idea of postage for email. The internet is tubes! They were worried about U.S. Postal Service, so they wanted 1 cent email tax. Like, what the fuck? That sounds like the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever heard. They thought it worked like SMS. Nope. Sure doesn't. I'm learning so much about our southern neighbors. I am learning so much about how things operate from our southern neighbors. Shit. Few people in Congress assumed it was the same. Uh-huh. Any asshole can make a bill with enough... there's that. Let's see, weapons grade stupid. Go look the Clipper chip. All right, now I've got it. Okay, Clipper chip. The Clipper chip was a chip that was developed and promoted by the United States National Security Agency as an encryption to... Wait, fucking what? Epic.org, Electronic Privacy Information Center. The Clipper chip is a cryptographic device purportedly intended to protect private communications while at the same time permitting government agents. What? Oh, it gets worse. Oh, great. Was developed and promoted by the United States National Security Agency as an encryption device that secured voice and data messages, with a built-in backdoor that was intended to allow federal, state, and local law enforcement officials the ability to decode intercepted voice data transmission. It was intended to be adopted by telecommunications companies for voice transmission. Introduced in 1993, it was completely defunct by 1996. Backdoor hardware. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. You have nothing to hide, right, citizen? Sounds a little bit like Orwell's 1984 to me. The Clipper chip used a data encryption algorithm called skipjack. Oh, I've heard of skipjack. To transmit information and the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm to distribute the public keys between peers. Skipjack was invented by the NSA of the U.S. government. This algorithm was initially classified secret, prevented it from being subjected to peer review from the encryption research community. The government did state that it used an 80-bit key, and not bad. Quantum computers are going to completely demolish that anyways now, but that's neither here nor there, right? We skedaddled past 1984. Went straight up to THX 1138. Yeah, this is true. Holy shit, you're not wrong there. That the algorithm was symmetric and that it was similar to the DES algorithm. The skipjack algorithm was declassified and published by the NSA on June 24th, 1998. The initial cost of the chips was said to be $16 unprogrammed or $26 programmed, with its logic designed by Microtronics and fabricated by VLSI Technology Incorporated. At the heart of the concept was key escrow. In the factory, any new telephone or device with a Clipper chip could be given a cryptographic key that would then be provided to the government in escrow. If government agencies established their authority to listen to a communication, then the key would be given to those government agencies, who would then decrypt all data transmitted by that particular telephone. The newly formed Electronic Frontier Foundation preferred the term key surrender to emphasize what they alleged was really occurring. Thank God. Mandatory NIPS. Post-cradle job benefits, 1 juice box per shift. Cradle grave capitalism. I mean, holy shit. Why? That's why you need Google to random crap every day and say weird things. The more garbage we throw at the LLMs, the worse they are, the more hallucinations they get. Cradle to grave capitalism. Post-cradle job benefits, 1 juice box per shift. Mandatory naps. Naps for earners. Oh my God. Wow. Backlash. Oh, here we go. Backlash. Organizations such as the Electronic Privacy Information Center, EPIC, and the Electronic Frontier Foundation, right, EFF, challenged the Clipper chip proposal, saying that it would have the effect not only of subjecting citizens to increased and possibly illegal government surveillance, but that the strength of the Clipper chip encryption could not be evaluated by the public as its design was classified secret. Therefore, individuals and businesses might be hobbled with an insecure communication system. Further, it was pointed out that while American companies would be forced to use the Clipper chip in their encryption products, foreign companies could not. Presumably, phones with strong data encryption would be manufactured abroad and spread throughout the world and into the United States, negating the point of the whole exercise, and of course, materially damaging U.S. manufacturers en route. Holy shit! What in the actual fuck? Y'all wild, man. So they actually initially thought this was a good idea for all of you. They were going to just basically, they're like, yeah, we're just going to spy on the entirety. And this was, I know, I saw the date. in the 90s. We're just gonna, you know, spy on all of our citizens and they don't get a say in it kind of shit. No wonder conspiracy theorists are like, Big Brother's watching. Beware of Big Brother. The birds are drones. They're tools of the bourgeoisie. Because they are. I mean... oh, this. Okay, well, this is a problem. Shit. Oh, thank God. Okay, well, not so much of a problem. Okay. Yo, throwing around the octopus, I see. Getting in the mid-afternoon Friday hentai. Nice. Oh, hey, look, it's a working elevator. You know how we did that? Chat, we had to go to the Australian servers. Another fun one is the whistleblower story regarding ATT Blue Rooms. Fucking what? AT&T Blue Rooms. Oh, I can guarantee you it's not on the pad, bro. My ship is not on the pad. Do space toilets go the other way? Wait, you mean TLDR, government hardware monitoring traffic? Yeah, that doesn't seem sus at all, does it? Okay, we're just gonna claim. Okay, we're just gonna wait for it, you know. I mean, yeah, sometimes, I mean, that kind of happens sometimes. What do you mean do the space toilets go the other way? Why would you want the space toilets to go to the other way? Why would you want them to push your shit in? Why? Why would you want the space toilet to push your shit in? Well, but that doesn't mean you want that from your toilet. That just seems terrible in so many ways. Okay, let's do this one more time. Retrieve. Remember how I said that the Australian server seemed to be operating better? Okay, that's better. Folks, if you're just joining us, welcome on in. I'm your host, Scott. This is Friday, May 2nd, and we are back into the verse. Australia. Australia. How's everybody doing? How's your Friday so far? What are you doing? I see all you wonderful people hanging out, and I do appreciate it. It does mean so much. Oh, casual cutting. I mean, yeah. I mean, right? Sometimes you got to do that for your own peace, right? You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your peace, you know. Okay. I'm not stepping onto this pad until that goes away. Yeah, that's kind of a dick move when people do shit like that. Excuse me. No, we're gonna close that. Let me get my seat. All right, so 8.82 million credits is what is needed to be able to get the Starlancer MAX. We have 2 locations to pick it up. We can go to Astro Armada at Area 18, or we can go to Loreville on Hearst. Those are our options. Learned something even crazier about Claire Obscure's soundtrack, other than the fact that it is fucking awesome. I'm trying to work for a bit longer, then company reserved learning time, then I can go home and work on my hardware projects. Nice. All right. Oh, there we go. Gonna head out. You're up. Try not to frickin' lawn dart our way out. Oh, they're flying a frickin' Connie. They've got a Connie out. The composer was a no-name artist posted on an obscure French indie forum with his demo asking to be hired. Sandfall found him and hired him. Nice. No, Claire Obscure has such a hauntingly beautiful game score. It is incredible. And honestly, I think there are a lot of game developers out there that could truly learn a thing or two from the development of that score. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, that's dark. What's dark? Connie. Okay, right. Last. Oh, we're not going to Modern Icarus. There we go. I want by Genie Point. Another year till GTA 6. Oh my god. Wait, what? High tech. What? It's not going to be until 2026. Fuck. English lyrics for Lumiere is even wilder. I believe that. May 26, 2026. It was supposed to be Q4 of this year. They already had the initial was supposed to be Q4 2024 or 2025. Well, I mean, there is that too. Can't deny that. You're right there. There won't be a bunch of Game Award. I mean, yeah, it's true. Coming soon, yeah. Kind of what it is. It is a bit of a coming soon thing now. All right, well, May 26, 2026. So we got a year. You know, if they'd be smart during that time, they would just release it on PC and consoles. Just fucking do it. Game Awards are just refangled gaming magazines. I mean, to a certain degree, I feel like not on that. I'm not a big fan of the Game Awards anymore. It was kind of cool initially, but now it's kind of like, is it just me or does anybody else miss E3? No, here's the thing. I'm wondering if there's some kind of a hardware release that they're working in conjunction with somebody. I tried for years with Godot, but staring at the screen started giving me visual issues. Not sure if it's something I can smooth out, but I'm sure something was just blocking the render thread, creating stutters. Ooh. Award shows are just industry jerkfests. Kind of, yeah. Wrap it up, Game Awards. What game you dev on? So I've done QA for a multitude of different developers under contract. I've done stuff for Ubisoft. I've done stuff for EA, for a variety of different EA titles. Notably some Need for Speed stuff. I've worked on a couple of, again, QA doing. Last one I did for Ubisoft was actually Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So, as for like actual dev, I haven't really strictly worked in like actual design element of game for quite some time. I like breaking games QA. Well, and that's exactly it. That's effectively what QA is. You're pushing the game in every level imaginable to break it, to find ways to break it. And if you find a way to consistently replicate a problem, then you take the information that you've gathered and you put that out to your coding team, you put that out to your animation team, right? And then they fix the problem. Yeah. It can get long in the tooth. It can. Running against walls today. Yeah, that I've had a lot of days like that, Slider, where I'm literally, that's all I was doing. I was in the game, and you know, we had the testing environment up, and you're literally running into walls and corners. Yeah. I'm checking, then leave the room. Yeah, I check in, then leave the room. Well, gosh, shit, dude, good luck with repeating that shit. That's pretty much exactly what it is, though. And sometimes, yeah, it can get pretty monotonous. I used to have a lot of friends constantly commenting on, oh, it must be so cool, right? You get to play video games for a living. And I'm like, not quite what you think it is. Right? They didn't get it. It's like, I started in QA in a cloud software rental company in 1996. People didn't get it. Now it is everything. Stream software. Yep, from mainframe style. Yeah. It is literally everywhere. But yeah, it's like, yeah, no. I mean, the thing is though, it's wrong time. But it's like you said, it is everywhere now. It's used in everything, right? Corporate T1. That was the shit back in the day. Ooh. God. Why you gotta talk dirty to me like that? Don't talk sexy to me like that. Can't stream 20 screens without some fire. I mean, it's true. Yeah, now it's easy, but before you couldn't. Yeah, everybody's got like minimum gigabit sequential service, right? Most people. Minimum gigabit sequential. Basically JPEG stream with a mouse scraper. Sounds about right. I'll scrape your mouse. I mean, what? Okay, so we're at Port Tressler. We're on the Australian servers. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to exit the menu. And the thing is, though, is like in 1996, shit was a lot different, right? The mere thought of taking over someone's modem, oh my god, right? Oh, I have gigabit, but only downstream, and only if the fucking planets are in alignment. Chad, I've spent a considerable amount of time dabbling specifically, as in like game engine wise. Godot, not really familiar. A little bit of messing around with Unity, but primarily in Unreal Engine. Starting back as far as UE3. I was quickly moved out of... Yeah, I wonder. People said they had T1 connection like they owned a Lamborghini. The thing is, though, tech. Back in the day, if you had a T1, it was the same as owning a fucking Lamborghini. Legit. It was in nerd speak, it was like owning a Lamborghini. Absolutely. Because you couldn't just get a T1 connection. ISDN was fast as fuck. I broke it in the first 30 minutes, day one. I ran Quake at it. I was moved out of QA for strategy's sake. You can break it that fast. You can do it for others too. Effort multipliers, yeah. T1 was basically, yeah, and that was exactly it. Even here in Canada, to get T1, they had to run custom line, which meant it cost money, a lot of money. One did not just run a T1 connection off your standardized fucking phone line. It's like fiber. If you're at a range, they'll do, yeah, you'll do it. And yeah, if you pay for it, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're going back to best. Here we go. So because of the amount of money that it cost generally to get a T1 connection, yeah, it was right up there with like back in the 90s, in the early to mid 90s. It was like having, absolutely, it was just like having a goddamn Lamborghini. T1 was like, ooh, that was the stuff, baby. So much money. Real Media Player only went, oh god, Real Media? Shit, Real Player. Holy god. Real Player and LimeWire, and we all know what happens when your computer gets electronic STDs. Blue shot. Rabbit, blue shot. There's a rabbit in the directory. Rabbit, blue shot. Somebody talk to me. Holy shit. All right, let's see if the American server is going to play any nicer. We're going to do that. Call that elevator. Yeah. All right. Booga booga. All right, we're down 2% in the hydration. Bad times. We're gonna whoa. Okay, so we're gonna head down to the cargo center. Well, you put a condom on your RG-45.
Shame.
God damn it, Tech. I worked IT at a junior college in the early 2000s. Days of LimeWire, Morpheus, and Kaz. Oh my god. The screams of the students on campus was palpable. We blocked everything but port 80 for them. Wait. Hold on. Where is it? Where? No, wait for it. Motherfucker. Hold on. Nope, back. Shit. Damn it. I fucked up. Chad, I fucked up. Hold on. That's better. I feel better now. I'm vindicated.
We regret to inform you that all ports but 80 will be blocked, continuing your service further from this point on. Again, we apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you going forward in the future. This is a message. Welcome to our PSA.
Look, right, not the Holly, the Freelancer MAX. Thank you. We're gonna rent that ship. Thank you. Let's go confirm that rental. Let the kids enjoy albino black sheep. Sheesh. We blocked the original port for those services, and word spread about the services having the ability to port crawl, so we blocked almost everything. Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. I've pissed people off in corporate offices with that same move. Fuck it, I'll just block everything. Eat a dick. Then I get the angry emails from somebody in C-suite. The fuck, I can't do this. I'm like, yeah, nope, security rules are the same for everybody here. I don't care where you sit on the chair. I don't want your fucking crabs in my goddamn network. Get them out. C-suite shenanigans. C-suite gets real testy when you start fucking putting stuff up and blocking everyone from doing shit. Yeah, I ask them if they want electronic herpes. My internet don't work no more. Open browser, go to school page. Does that work? Yes, me. Then your internet works exactly. So I put a tech foot down. Yeah, no, I used to do the same thing, and they used to generally scowl at me, and I was like, listen, would you rather that we have everything smoothly operating and we don't have any problems and we don't have anything fucking bursting into flames, or would you rather that you have to pay me $120 an hour to come in at 3 a.m. to fix shit because it's off the clock and my contract doesn't cover that? That's extra. XDev, engineering is right. We need to back off or we'll piss them off. But we got flooded with service tickets saying that their net stopped working. No amount of C-suite tantrums help. No, it doesn't. It absolutely does not help. Right, so we're gonna Freelancer MAX. Okay, just rented the ship. Let's go. All right, good for 24 hours. Let's go. The ISP for the school told us either reduce your usage or we turn it off. Yeah. So you know what you do? You'll block a whole bunch of shit so people can't do dumb shit on the internet. So we push the big red button. Sometimes you have to do that though. Sometimes you just gotta push the fucking button and just make up some popcorn, grab some beer, sit back and watch the goddamn fireworks go down. There we go. Email go ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I know. It's like a fire alarm, right? And everybody's screaming DEFCON 1. Everybody and their brother is screaming DEFCON 1. Bunch of internet cops. Damn Skippy. Damn Skippy. You know why? Because the people who have to fix the shit from the idiots who do dumb shit on the internet, we get tired of it. So we just make it so you can't do dumb shit on the internet anymore. So then we don't have to worry about shit getting broken because somebody's a fucking moron with 2 IQ points and barely enough freaking energy to rub them together to start a fire. Tech knows exactly what we're talking about, though. A bunch of internet cops. Okay, so I don't know why I came in here and sat down when really what I need to do is I need to get a job so I can load the ship up. Makes money. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, right? 2 brain cells left and they refuse to talk to each other sometimes. Depends on the individual. You sometimes encounter in those situations someone who actually has the intelligence to learn from their mistakes. But unfortunately, when you're talking about masses, it doesn't always work that way, unfortunately. And that's a shame, really. It really is truly a shame. Mercy. That's what I was looking for. We're going to accept that just in case. No, we're not tracking. Okay. What can I haul from here? We're at Port Kessler. Direct, medium. Why? Why do you want to make me go to the place where there's pirate ass hats? Can you just scatter the scrap around in orbit? I mean, that's all right. Okay, that's not bad. Riker Memorial Spaceport. We're taking that one. Done. Let's freaking go. You're a bitch. Hi, Growing Pain. How are you? No, you'd have been. Well, I hope you're not dead. You've got a wedding this weekend. You better not die. Kind of a big deal, dude. Well, see, here's joke's on you. Joke's on you. He's already been married. Here's no. Are you gonna? It's Sunday, yeah. Joke's on you, Two Slider. They've been legally married for quite some time now already. This is just the ceremony that everybody gets to come and see them. I guess it's kind of like a vow renewal, but they're already legally married. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, she already got half. Yes, she did. And that's a terrible way of looking at it. I can't leave. She has a she has a gun. That's one way of looking at it. Can't leave. She has a gun. Jeez, that's dark. She got real dark in here real fast, chat. What am I gonna collide with? We came out of there clean. What the hell are you on, bro? Okay, let's get that up and going here, please. Thank you. I love that you put it, how you put that though. I can't leave. She's got a gun. It's like, damn. You know you're in trouble when. Can't leave. She's got a gun. I don't have to worry about that. Oh, with a scope. Oh, so she can get you running. She can hit you as a moving target at range. You're screwed. You're so screwed, dude. Honestly, though, no. All seriousness, all joking aside, I'm happy for you and Anna, and it is legitimately a big deal. You found your person, man. Yeah, she built for hunt mine. She built for hunting. Mine was zombies. Yeah, there you go. No, you found your person. I'm happy for you, man. Seriously. Not every, and here's the thing. Quite honestly, in the modern age, it is getting harder and harder for people to find their person. I mean, here's the thing. Listen, I'm pretty sure Twitch Mom is my person. I'm very certain of it. I'm very certain she is my person.
Please proceed to assign plan.
Or, holy shit, we gotta wait 400 goddamn seconds? Oof. Right, so we're in a holding pattern, chat. Gonna, you know. Oh, what? Oh, right. This one doesn't have VTOL. I forgot about that. All right, 300 seconds. Here we go. But yeah, no. So yeah, live stream, as you were saying, you guys are doing that. That's Sunday. I have to double check the time on that. Yes. Hi, Nice Lamp. How are you? Bikes, 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 bikes. Yes, my moderator is getting married. I don't know where it is. I'm not doing it. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know where it is? You're not doing it. You kind of don't have a choice. That's your wife. This Sunday is the ceremony. You guys are already legally married, but y'all are... Yeah. You know, technically, I'm getting married because of this channel. You are? Is it... So, wait, you're pointing the finger at me? It's my fault you're getting married? Oh, you're not doing the live stream. Okay. I didn't think you were. I'm getting married because of this channel. Because I met my Icy here. Visited Icy, met Anna. I mean, listen, you and Scott and Anna. It's kind of funny how life works out that way sometimes, though, right? Like you and I used to slum it with the you know, the True Ultimate Gamers crew, right? That was how you and I met. And you know, you were spending time here, and Icy came in, and you guys got talking and got figured out, hey, we're fairly local, and yeah, it's fucking nuts, absolutely freaking nuts. It is crazy, man. The last freaking 8 years is kind of insane. My God, it's forcing me to watch 3 minutes of ads just to pop onto your... Can somebody let Nice Lamp know that that's because he actually joined during an ad break, because ad breaks are only once every hour to get rid of... If he had come in like 10 minutes before, he wouldn't have had to watch it just to join the stream. Past. Huh? So I just... Ad break ended. Your community is back. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's either that or else it's instant. Everybody gets hammered with ads the second they come to the channel. Whereas I would rather not have that. So I've actually got it set to manually do once an hour kind of. All right, we got... Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh God, oh God, don't, nope, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're in. Ooh, that was mildly tense just for a quick second. Landing is fuel. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, no, chip. Yeah, chip off. Thank you. Okay. Excuse me, thank you. I wanna get my cargo here, please. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh yeah. Nice lamp. How are you? What's going on? Bikes. I hope you and your family are doing well. Ow. Damn it. All right, there we go. And up Daisy. All right, so we're collecting some stims. Actually, not that bad. We got this. I want forklifts. I just want to be able to just like forklift shit into my ship, you know? Ooh. Okay. There we go. Come on. That's the stuff. That's the ticket right there. There we go. I think I'm getting a little bit better with it. Not really sure what the heck was going on there, but we're gonna put that on top of that. Okay, there we go. Yes. Perfect. Oh yeah. Ooh. It's beautiful when it works. Look at this. This is Mastercraft. It's Masterclass. Okay? This is how you load ship. Oh. Easy there, buddy. Okay. Drop you down nice and easy. Okay, that's better. It's Masterclass. Da. Because, I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta be like the tough guy. Alright, we're gonna get this loaded up. Again, I need the ship to pay for itself, so in order to do this, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm probably going to be spending some time this weekend just grinding out credit. Not necessarily streaming it, but just, playing the game, spending some time, grinding out credits. All right, there we go. Because, I mean, 8.82 credits, million credits aren't just going to, miraculously show up in my account if I don't put in the work and make the monies. I'm not buying the space truck I want if I don't have the credit. You know what I mean? Yo, you sir, yes, in that corner. That's right. Right, stay in that corner. There we go. Nice. Ooh, so good. I love it when it just all comes together. Gonna straighten that out. Nice. That up. Down. There you go. That's it. Down right there. Perfect. Holy crap. You'd almost think I knew what in the hell I was doing here, chat. You would almost think I knew what I was doing. Almost. I mean, it's possible. I might actually know what I'm doing. Possible. Or I might just be really well adjusted enough to pretend like I know what I am. Okay, chat. So we're gonna get this. Put it in. Once I have the ship loaded and we've actually launched, I'm going to take a quick break before we get up to Bidini Point to unload this. Because I need to go use the bathroom. Problem is, I don't want to take a break while we're sitting here in the hold and then have the game decide, oh, well, you've been inactive too long. I'm going to boot you out. No. I don't have time for that crap. And loading the ship like this is trying to use the cargo grid to load these style of containers doesn't work well just because it just doesn't. Like, as you can see, it just, I need them sitting in a certain fashion, even though it's only 94 SCU and the ship itself can hold 120. The problem is we don't get to choose the container type that we're loading into the ship. If, for instance, the container type actually was laid out a little bit differently, or we got to choose the container type, this wouldn't be as much of a problem. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeez. That was unpleasant. Chip's like, hey, we're gonna bonk. Chip's bonking, chat. Chip is bonk. Okay. Woo! Alright, there we go. I mean, probably do some combat. Chip doesn't seem like it's really built for it unless you've got somebody to run the turret, or run the top. Now, this. Now, this ship itself actually has, if I remember. Right. You've got the two remote side turrets. You've got the top back turret. I kind of wish it had a tractor. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't, honestly. Okay, so we're gonna hangar request completed. please open so I can get out of here and move out of the way so I don't get bopped or... There we go. Nice. All right, there we go. So we've got the load in. We're underway. I think what? Russian tanker? Really? Okay. So, we're going to just hover here for a moment. I'm going to leave you guys just sort of hanging out here for a quick second. While I get up, I grab a short break. I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'm actually going... Oh, not that one. No. Turn that off. There you go. I'm going to leave the camera off. I'll mute the mic. I'm going to get up. I'm going to stretch my legs. You know what? I want people to know that's actually a break. So, get up, stretch your legs, grab a snack, get something to drink, go touch some grass, get a little natural light. I'll meet you back here in a moment. That's right. Touch grass. Got a surprise network install dumped on me today, so got to scramble to prep. All right. Cheers, tech. Chat, we're back. Okay. Oh, looks like, all right. Seem to be a lot of constellations flying around. A lot of Connies flying around. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Don't forget the screen test. Make sure everything connected. Pull random cable. Jesus, Sleepy. Kind of savage, sir. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little savage. I love that. Disabled in atmosphere. Okay, well, get ourselves the alley-oop. Vamos. Now, here's the Tech Noir knows. This is screen test. Make sure everything connected. Pull random cable, right? People lose their shit. Okay, so we got 94 SQ of stims. We're delivering to Bidini Point. I was like, you better calibrate, some bitch. There it is. Okay, we're good. Really sure what the heck is going on here. Never mind, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay, see, I am not the only one using the Freelancer MAX to make some bucks, man. I'm not the only one doing it. Back at that IT job I worked at, we did this slightly different way. We had a tool that let us mass image a bunch of computers wanted it at one time. Problem was this tool fire hosed everything on the network. We were supposed to disconnect the switch uplink, but didn't. Network stopped cold for the entire campus. We're like, oh my God. Holy shit. That's spicy. Woo, that I'm pretty sure you know exactly how that went down. I know how that conversation would have gone. Shit. Crack. Wait, what? Crack? Oh, they're in a freaking nice. Okay, well. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they're in. Hangar request completed. Okay, we're going over to the far side. Here we go. Pokes Automa with stick. Wait, what was that? Hold on. Got a nasty phone call from our network admin telling us to knock the fuck off. I mean, you were just doing your goddamn job. Network admin can shut the fuck up. You were doing your job. Get your clown ass out of my way, bro. For us students, people, it's like our first week there. So, right? Exactly. How the hell do you learn if you don't just do the thing? Right? For us student IT people, it's like our first week. Right? Exactly. Where did I? Oh, I think I put it on the card. I'm gonna have to go and grab that just in case. Okay. Engines are off. Oh. Do, 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 do. Open the door. Let me out. Okay, so hold on 1 second. I had to make sure I had the handset in my room just in case. I know that the leggings are being delivered today, so compression leggings are being delivered. So, and my roommate's currently laying down, so best for me to have it in my room. That way, when the stuff shows up, I can just like answer the phone and take receipt of the leggings, the compression leggings, to help start correcting some of the circulation issues I have in my legs. They say getting old sucks. To be fair, though, it's not just completely about getting old. In my case, it's because, I'm a non-smoker now, but I spent 30 years as a pretty heavy smoker, and quitting that was probably one of the hardest motherfucking things I ever did. And even though I've maintained like a very active lifestyle, the issue is it doesn't negate the fact that, again, I spent a very long part of my adult life as a heavy smoker. So unfortunately, at age 52, that's kind of catching up with me. So now it's into things like low dose aspirin once a day and compression leggings, because, you know, if I don't wear them, then my circulation is terrible from my waist down. Kind of freaking sucks. The pain in my lower legs kind of gotten a little ridiculous especially this week. It's been very noticeable. And it's weird because I used to just kind of play it off. But now I'm like, no, it's definitely something a little more serious. I used to just kind of play. I hope so too. Again, this is, you know, I'm going on recommendation from my GP, general practitioner. So, and he's been through all the major health concerns, like not being able to use my right side for a year, and my physiotherapy and the physical retraining of my entire right side to rebuild everything, and the surgeries. So he's been there for all of that stuff. So when he actually makes a recommendation, I listen to it. I pay attention to what he's saying. No, yeah, and that's the thing, because like the worst part is the swelling now has gotten to the point that my shoes feel uncomfortable to wear. And I'm not wearing like a standard pair of off-the-shelf sneakers. I'm wearing Merrell hiking shoes, and they're a natural foot shoe, so it's considerably wider, but they feel like they're constricting my feet. They're built to allow your feet to actually expand and flatten out the way they're supposed to be. But wearing the shoes hurts. And it's like, bro. The other thing I noticed, yeah, I want to change. Well then, have some shenanigans over there. Hi, Ruben. Hope you're well. You're gonna have shenanigans over there. Nobody's forcing you anywhere. The other thing I notice is when, you know, I have a couple of pairs of those very banal, you know, standard white sport socks. You know, goes halfway up your calf kind of thing. You know, just the classic freaking white, nothing special, nothing fancy. They go halfway up. You know the ones, yeah. 80 stripe sport. Well, they're like those socks, just without the stripe. No jorts though. No jorts. When my legs, the last couple of days when they swell, when those leave cut in marks on my calves, that's a problem. Like, I take them off and it hurts. There's like this heavy ring around where the top of the sock was sitting on my calves. Like, dude, that's a problem. Welcome back, Slatter. I'm not wearing jorts, man. No jort. You want jorts? He wants jort. Do. You want jort. I don't know. No jort. I have a pair of athletic shorts, and not like the weird, you know, navy blue ones that we used to wear in high school, by the way, for phys ed. I'm talking like gym short, like the kind that most people wear now, made out of the same material as a pair of sweats. Goes down to about just above the knee. Whoa, hey, excuse me. Yeah, there you go. Get up there. That's the stuff. That's the ticket right there. Okay. Gangnam Style official video up to 5 point. I mean, why does that not surprise me? It's the video that just keeps on giving. Firm. And my money. Give me my money. It's peak inevitable TRL area. I'm right. The last one, and it'll stand. Yes. Okay, there we go. We got paid. Nice. We're back up over 600. We are back over 600. Perfect. All right, contract. Actually, let's check our reputation. Bounty Hunters Guild. Okay, we're a probationary guild member now. Yep. Okay, Kovalak. Yeah. Actually, we're all right with that. That's not bad. I like that. We're almost up to member. And you're right. It will stand. Damn, Skippy, it'll stand. We only have 64, huh? I don't want to take anything. Is there anything else I can get at by waste and scrap? Only 50. Ugh. Junior, direct, medium. Flex silicon. Actually, you know what? We're already here. Let's do that. Grab that one. Okay, perfect. Okay, down. Every time America gets dumb, Childish Gambino makes millions. This is I mean, yes. 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 That song has pissed a lot of people off, though. But it's because those people feel called out. as they should. All the dances and all the smiles and get the money. Meanwhile, right in the background, that American dichotomy. Yep. As long as you get paid, right? That's kind of what it's all about. American dichotomy at its finest. That's right. Drive fast, get the yayo. Drive fast, get the yayo. That's all it's about. Drive fast, get the yayo. The American, I mean, it is a bit of a lie, right? I mean, the problem is it's really not much different here in Canada though either. Even though like a lot of Canadians would, you know, they'll try to say, "Oh no, it's always different. We're different." No, not really. It's not that much different. It really is. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. You get, yeah, the US is just the hyper version. Abso-freaking-lutely. Contracted. Look. Whoa, listen, I feel like what we're doing right now as we slide them across the floor, what does this make everybody think of? It's a Canadian sport. Not hockey either, but it is played on ice. Doing this sometimes reminds me of what it must be like to play curling. No, not syrup juggling, curling. You know, sliding rocks across the ice of different colors into rings to denote points. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well then, what the hell? What kind of a rock have you been living under? Yes, exactly. Snowbocce. Yes, it's snowbocce. Yes. Snowbocce. Yep, snowbocce. Sounds about right. The old snowbocce. Yeah, that's right. Except you throw the target. Same shit. Yeah, no, it pretty much is the same shit. Well, I'm not disagreeing. The geese kill me. Love that. Too heavy to pick up. Really? I'm pretty sure my tool says otherwise. My tool would state otherwise, sir. There it is. Good old snow bocce ball. Snow bocce. That's right. Ice, well, actually, more accurately, it would be ice bocce. That's what curling is. It's ice bocce. Water various states botchy. I mean, okay. Now we're getting overly technical about it. Jeez. Okay. Nope. Do 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 do. Oh 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 oh. See. Okay. Done. Nice. All right. Now we're kicking it. We're getting more efficient, getting faster, getting smarter. Definitely gonna have to stop for a beverage break here in a moment, but you know. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Kind of surprised that delivery hasn't done it yet. Oopsie days. There you go. Get in there. That's How many do we have? Three? Three. Okay, we're good. Got 3 left. Oh, hold on. Oh God, here we go. Okay, chat, hold on. Break. Take a quick break. Oh, what the hell? I was like, why did I? All right, so my stuff showed up from Gymshark. That's the company that I ordered from. They're Canadian. Compression pants. So these are a 25 mm HP. So they're what they refer to as a firm compression. Oh wow. Actually, like pretty comfortable. So, compression pant. Here's what we're gonna do. Chat, I'm going to we're gonna put this back over there. I'm going to turn the camera off a bit. Camera. Okay. Hold on. Hey, this is a new experience. All right, so this is interesting. So I now have, I've already. It's an interesting field. It actually, oh my God, that is, wow. That is,
Oh my.
that's different. That's, I didn't, wow, that's, I mean, they're snug. They're really snug. All right, I'm gonna throw a pair of shorts. Hold on, we're gonna put back. Hold on. Oh, you're not kidding. It is, yeah, no, and that, no, it is definitely going to be, yeah, this is a unique experience. Yeah, if they were loose, they're not compression pants. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Sorry about that, chat. I had to. No, not that. There we go. So yeah, the compression pants are in. I am now wearing. As I said, I was gonna put them on almost immediately, and it's actually crazy how, like, just a couple of minutes already, freaking, my lower leg, my ankles already feel better. So now I put a pair of shorts on over top of them. Because otherwise it just looks like I'm running around in yoga pants. It's not something I'm used to, okay? I said I was gonna put these things, no, and yeah, oh my God, it's only been a couple of minutes wearing these things. It really makes that much of a difference? I mean, she probably will approve. Thing is, though, is I'm gonna have to, the one thing I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to book sleep, like what they refer to as a sleep study. Because it doesn't matter what position I'm laying in, I snore. So that's a problem. So that actually indicates an issue with like sleep apnea. All right, there we go. And I've been that way for like the last 20-ish years. And again, that's, I know that it is a consequence of being a smoker for so long. I already know, right? Yeah, all wired up. They want you to sleep. Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. I don't have to pay for it. It's covered. It's covered by our healthcare. So the sleep study is covered by our healthcare. There's at least that. gonna move all of it in. Apparently that is a thing. Okay, this one we're gonna be able to. Oh shit! Oh, that's fine. Almost got it then. Last one. The goop they use to place a sensor like chewing gum in your hair. Oh, great, awesome! So I'm gonna have to. Let me guess. I'm gonna have to douse my head in olive oil to get the shit out when the time comes, huh? Fantastic, love it. Okay. Oh, that feels so much better though. I'm gonna be able to wear these under freaking sweat. They feel so freaking. Oh wow, that is such a difference. How can one piece of clothing relieve so much discomfort in a human being? How? What the F, bro? This makes no. My head. Listen. I'm trying to intellectualize it, and I'm like, because. Now that I've got them, Phoebus, as a joke, I looked up getting an Altair 8800 on eBay, 5,000 to 10. Whoa. The Altair 8800, 5,000 to 10,000. Oh my God. Fuck that. Nope. No. That's abhorrent. I'm legitimately like 100% flabbergasted by like how much of a difference having these on makes. It's been like freaking 10 minutes. My freaking legs feel almost normal again. What the fuck? How can one pair of pants, compression pants, compression leggings, how can they make that much of a difference so fast? That is crazy. That my brain is trying to process this and I can't. For whatever reason, my brain is just like, what the hell? Telling you the compression stuff works wonders. Help my mom with. Well, and that's the thing. So, and I know we've been talking about this past week, but this is a problem that's been going on for months now. And it's only this last week that I've felt open enough to talk about it, like openly discuss that this is something that I'm personally going through right now. Some health concerns in my life. Here's what's going on, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm flabbergasted. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Hope. Well, I think, like, have you visited your barber? I know that used to be a thing. It's not a thing anymore. We've moved away from leech. Well, actually, no, we haven't moved totally away from leech or maggots, but we have moved away from bloodletting. Lobotomy is real. Yeah, no, it is very real, right? I feel like I'm not gonna lie. Okay, listen, I got it. Like, tripping me out. I feel like I'm wearing superhero pants. If they had them where it was like, oh God, there we go. If they had a pair that made it look like I was Spider-Man, I would 100% would have been all over that. I would have bought like a compression suit, made me look like Spider-Man. Fuck yeah, let's go. All right, chips loaded. Did we put our helmet back on? No, but we're gonna. All right, helmet's back on. Chip is loaded. Let's go. No, seriously, like reduce red blood cells on cancer patients, right? Yeah, it treats all sorts of cancers and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not your barber. Oh God, no, why? This shit again. What is with this ship and this? Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait. They need to fix this bug. Okay, if it allows me to do that, do this. I can actually clear it. There are Altair 8800 vintage. Whoa, wait, vintage trading cards? Really? That's kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so this is a problem that we have been experiencing. Where we're kind of just stuck here. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Come on. That. Yep. This is the thing. Right, so here's the problem that we have, chat. Are you gonna do it? Fuck sake. Real boss fight of this game. Getting out of the bed. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we live here now. Oh my God, this is. Please, for the love of God, let me out of here. Let me out of this. Let me out. 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 Okay, does anybody know how to fix this? Because this is bullshit. All right, let's. I'm gonna exit the menu. Here's the thing. We already know this is not something I'm trying to do intentionally. This has been a bug, a continuous thing. Log back, log out, log back in. That's kind of what I'm doing, yeah. Kind of what the plan is. I'm hoping that it doesn't cancel anything because I don't know. If it does, it does. Like there's not much that I can do about it if it, you know. Oh. Well, that didn't work. This goddamn game, I swear to God. I swear to God, chat. Murders, murder's something. I can't get into this other ship fast enough. Excuse me. Bobby, please. Right, okay. Man, my God, I can't. So much better. It's, yeah, who knew getting out of bed? Well, and the thing is, though, is it's based off the ship, some ship, and I think it's specific. But the problem that we're having is specific to the Freelancer MAX. Because you notice every time that that's happened, we end up in the exact same bed every time. Same spot as we're trying to go through that door every freaking time. We end up in the exact same bed doing the same shit. So it's got to be an inherent bug specific to the Freelancer MAX. Okay, well, I mean, it's got 4 beds in it, but the thing is, though, is all 4 beds do work. What in the... Okay, well, looks like we're going for a bit of a flight here, chat. Because I gotta pitch that out, freaking... Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. See, and there we go. This time, no problem. Didn't accidentally end up in a bed. Nothing fucking funny. Okay, so we're going to take off. Pop up the... So, the crazy part is, there's a spot now on my right leg, on the back of my right calf. That is very specifically throbbing that I'd never noticed before. But now I can pinpoint a specific spot of discomfort in my right leg. Now I know that spot doesn't have any kind of marks on it or bruises or anything, right? But now it's like, because it's not like this weird generalized dull throbbing in my entire legs in this swelling, I can pinpoint, and this is the weird part. Being body aware is really trippy. If it's something that if it's a skill that you haven't, well, and that's the problem, isn't it? Right? This is why my doctor is specifically more concerned that it is peripheral artery disease, which means that there is some hardening and some blockage in the artery. Good thing I'm not going to the no, we're not going to the barber. The barber is not going to fix the blood clot. By the way, 420, smoke them if you got them. Right, so we went full circle. No, we didn't. How did we go full circle? I got to get rid of cargo. So it's weird to explain how, because of my martial arts training, I'm very body aware. It's weird because most people don't understand how somebody can be so acutely attuned to being able to understand physically points on your own body that you can then pinpoint and go, yeah, that's the problem area, or like, yeah, that's exactly the spot where it hurts, and you can describe meticulously how it feels, right? But this is something I've had to do for a lot of years, especially with the issues with my spine, my neck, and my shoulders. Is because in order for doctors to really understand, you have to be able to explain it to them in a detailed fashion, right? Otherwise, it's just kind of guessing. So having this weird body awareness and now being able to pinpoint specifically on my right calf where it hurts, man. By the way, I know some people think of it as hokum, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. What is referred to as a self-body scan, basically you are intentionally feeling what parts of your body are in discomfort and locating it. That is a skill. It's not some weird hokum crystals bullshit. It's actually like, it is a legitimate skill. No, what a body scan is, I'll rub quartz on you. Has nothing to do with that at all. It's not some new age thing. Like, oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, got rid of that shit. I know it sounds weird. But no, I'm not boofing quartz. No, don't do. No, sharp pointy edges. We're not boofing anything. Nothing goes in my butt. Ever. I'm not boofing nothing. I refuse to boof. Boof denied. Okay? Alright, so that took care of the cargo. Let's try this again, shall we? Especially not quartz. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Apparently that's all I needed to do. Apparently that's all that was necessary. Do we have any contents here? Probably not. Okay, well. Well then. Here we go. Okay, it's closing. Giggity. Go back in. It's so weird, man. Okay, well, I'm definitely sold on compression, like medical clothing, compression clothing stuff. Weird, man. I'm trippy. It's tripping me out. It's tripping me out. Now, why? No. Anything else from Genie? Pressurized ice, take a break. Good. But it's rookie, I don't want it. Like tin. 83 SCU of tin. I mean, could do that. That's the silicon. That's the one we had. You know what? We're just gonna take the tin. Where is it? Tin. 83. Got it. Okay. Lowered, please. Oh, elevator. Raise the elevator. All right, we go. '83 SU of 10, Riker Internet or Riker Memorial. Okay, there we go. No boofing. Don't boof anything, especially not port. Don't boof the port. Don't boof the stones. No boofing. Weirdos. Ooh. Here's the thing. I understand that I can't wear these compression pants to bed, even though I kind of wish I could. It's just my legs feel so much better now, but you can't use compression stockings or any kind of medical clothing you can't wear while you're sleeping. It's generally it's the same as wearing like a tensor bandage or anything. You're not supposed to. It's very unhealthy for you to do that. All right, so I guess the next thing will be, I think this weekend I'm supposed to start on the low dose aspirin daily. That's gonna be fun. Low dose aspirin every day for the next little bit. Write things down in the log, keep track of it, then discuss with doctor. And set appointment as appropriate. By the way, just to remind everyone, number one, Monday, May 5th, Arcade After Dark, 7 p.m. Thursday, May 8th. Depending on how it all goes, I may or may not be streaming, but I do have my driver's test. My driving test on Thursday, so yeah, that's kind of takes precedent. So just a reminder, Thursday next week, Thursday, May 8th, I may not be streaming. Or if I do, it'll be a short stream. Just because, again, my priority is going to be getting out to do that, do the driving test. Making sure that gets done because that's, like, get paid out. And getting all of that sort of done, out of the way, finalized. And I don't need a babysitter if I'm behind the wheel anymore, you know? No more. Drive like normal person. Why are you what the fuck? No? Apparently there's something. The ship. I don't understand what happened. It's being odd and off, weird. I'm glad I got these in a large, though. The only reason I got them in the size that I did was because I actually took the measurements I needed to make sure that I was getting the right one. Because normally I'd be like, oh, it's just sportswear, I'll get a medium. These are different. It required very specific measurement. Which, of course, I'm very glad that I did that, because otherwise, I probably wouldn't have fit the way that they're fit right now. Alright, nope, rotate the other way. There we go. Rotate, rotate, rotate. That's the stuff. That's... Oh. It's registering a load in this ship, even though there's no load in this ship. That's fantastic. Love it. Awesome. That's what the problem is. It apparently thinks that there's a load in this ship, and there isn't a load in this ship. Star Citizen, fun of shenanigans, as always. They try to make 8.82 million credit. I'm gonna buy myself a Starlancer MAX. I can do some real missions. Also something I can start upgrading so I can go and spend time with a much larger cargo capacity ship in Pyro. That is kind of the goal of this. That's the whole idea, right? I want a larger ship. The way I can actually spend time, go and spend time in the Pyro system. And what? Really? Bro, did that just actually happen? We just got knocked on our asses, chat. I don't know how, but Star Citizen has been fighting us all week, by the way. Just for the record. It has been fighting us all freaking week. Yeah, the physics Kraken has awoken. It's true. Who's been messing with our Dark Lord Cthulhu? Huh? Who's got the summoning circle? Who started the summoning circle, chat? Which one of you? One of you has the summoning circle for Cthulhu. Why have you angered our Dark Lord? Our Dark Lord and Master? Why? I'm all out of candles, so it wasn't me. Listen, I'm calling bullshit. You're using LEDs and you know, ICs. Come on now. Don't even joke about it. You did it with LEDs and ICs. Okay. I know you did. What a way to summon, though. You're not using candles. It's all freaking. It's 100% all freaking like you're doing. You're using LEDs instead of candles and building your summoning circle using using ICs. Are we in there? Are we in? There we go. We're in now. Okay. Now we're in. Now we're in. Summoning circle using a circle of Corsair RGB cases and a fresh box of MTG cards. I mean, sounds like a great way to do it. Okay, avoid looking. Don't even. I wasn't even looking at the ladder for that bed. All right. Okay, are we good? We're good. All right. Let's get out of here and we'll. Ooh. There we go. All right. This is really gonna take some getting. Excuse me, what do you mean too close? Oh, don't give me that too close bullshit. Too close? How am I too close? Too close to what? Artwork? I'm calling bullshit right now, okay? Really? Huh? Okay. Well, that's kind of fucked. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna punch it. We're gonna do this OG style. Considering listen, if the navigation system does not want to work the way it's supposed to work, then we're gonna do it a different way. Now I'm gonna freak my kids out. I'm still not really sure how we're too close, but you know, hey, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, what do you mean toss? What's toss? Why? Because I'm wearing freaking compression leggings? There's no terms of service breach. All it was just a picture of the logo on the back of the leg. Because now I'm gonna get the, what the hell is that? Not like I was taking feet pics and sending them to weirdos on freaking only spams. Somebody's got themselves a little Drake Vulture to do a little bit of, you know, the old can. Candy can. All right. Woo. Go. I don't like doing this the OG style, but I mean, when you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice, right? Kind of. This. Bring this back up. Are you gonna let me? Oh, look! It showed the things now. See, it's all the features, all at once, chat. All the features at once. All the features, yeah. Also very nice with the leader horsens. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I do. So Monday we are going to be jumping into American Truck Simulator. We're going to be taking a look at the updated version of Project Next Gen 1.15. Again, Project Next Gen is a paid environmental mod. It is the only mod.
Grid is live.
Raiders, all the
Initiate
great.
light
So much
cycle
for the
battle.
entire crew. Raiders, welcome on in. Monster trucks. Monday.
Monster trucks.
Aldo, how are you doing? Come on in. Raiders, welcome. I mean, the verse has not been kind today. The verse has been a bit of a dick. The last 2 days, the verse has been featuring me. That's right, exactly.
Don't forget, kids get in free. Come see Gravedigger live for the first time.
Yeah, I've been featured by the verse a lot this week. It's like, wow, that's loud. That's because it's the megaphone. It's supposed to be loud. That's my megaphone. It's supposed to be loud. I love that. Only because you listen. Oh. This is what it feels like to have circulation in the legs again, huh? And not have feet swollen so badly that they squeeze in your shoes. I forgot what this was like. Raiders, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am Scott. This is the arcade. We've been trying to haul our asses off this week. It has not been the easiest thing to do either. We're doing kind of a zero to hero, and we have only gotten ourselves up to 623,000. I've had to rent ships in order to do this because the only ship I actually have is the Golem. Oh, listen, 32 SCU of storage in a Golem for mining. You can't really upgrade the Golem a whole lot, unfortunately. The Pittman mining laser on the Golem, it is what it is, right? You're kind of stuck as you are, and like, okay, well, shit. Can't do much. It is a nice, and don't get me wrong though, the Golem itself is actually a nice little ship. I think it needs a little bit more variability though, as a starter ship. So did a little bit of mining to get things started off, and then got into being able to rent the, as you can see, the Freelancer MAX. That way we could do a little bit of cargo. Downside is with this, so again, you only have 120 SCU, and because we can't customize the containers that we're hauling, it makes getting cargo in and out of the ship, even if you've only got like 100 freaking SU of cargo, difficult. It makes for a unique situation altogether. I love a challenge though, so it's not like it's a huge deal for me. I do love me a good challenge. Anyway, chat, welcome on in. Raiders again. Thank you so much for coming in with Aldo. Aldo, thank you for trusting me with your crew. I do appreciate it. Hope you had a great day. And yeah, welcome on in. Get out of the ship here. Let's deliver this cargo. Also, I've had a problem with the Starlancer where we've been walking by and getting hooked by this bed here for whatever reason, right? That one, we got the enter bed, right? Enter bed and enter bed. But I've had this problem where it's been like run, and all of a sudden I'm climbing into this bed and I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? And then getting stuck in the bed. So when I say we've been featured by the verse, that's what I mean. We've been. But I mean, it's all in all, it's been a good time. I think I've kind of gotten good with the max lift here. And I've gotten a lot more efficient at being able to get things into the ship, in and out of the ship, which really at the end of the day is very important. I think I'm gonna have to delete the shader cache though. I think the cache folder is part of the problem that I'm having. One of the possible fixes anyway, right? Anyway, let's get this. We've been doing some space trucking. You know, at the end of the day, the space trucking is nothing wrong with a little bit of space trucking. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? You got to make the money. We're on the grind, which is 8.82 million credits Alpha UEC to get ourselves into a Starlancer MAX. We went and checked it out. You can purchase the Starlancer MAX for in-game credits through either Astro Armada at Area 18 or Loreville, new deals in Loreville. So you have two locations. You can at least pick the ship up. And the reason that I'm looking at the Starlancer MAX is it just comes down to it's got 224 SU of cargo, which is fantastic. But the key is it's large enough cargo, but it also gives me a large enough hold that I can have a vehicle or like the Atlas, mech suit in the cargo hold, plus the cargo. So or if I need to, if I'm going to do something with some friends, we need some ground support vehicles, I can load those in. The ship is big enough for all of them. Right, so I'm not just hauling cargo with it, but I can haul ground vehicles as well. Or possibly pack it full of like little snub fighters. Because, I mean, who doesn't love a snub fighter or 5, you know? All right. Oh, god damn. Hey, no. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Get over there. Oop. Is he? There we go. Last one. Out the hat. Yep. All right, where are we going here? There we go. Let's take a. So I would be doing combat, but again, the only two ships that I currently own are an Aurora MR and the Golem, the Drake Golem. So it doesn't really, and let's be honest, you really can't rent good, solid combat ships in this, which is a shame. I feel like, you know, you should be able to rent decent combat. Here we are. Fortunately not. There we go. Yep, thank you. Okay. Let's. There we go. Yep. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so as for, I don't know. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna have to spend some time this weekend and just farm credits off stream. Let's do all the boring stuffs in chat. You know what I mean. Do the cargo shipments, you know, some of the bounty hunting and stuff like that. Now the bounty hunting itself isn't actually what I would classify as boring. You know, you're getting into ship combat and everything like that. But unfortunately, we did one earlier. The downside was that it's only an Aurora MR, and they're really good ship to get around in, like as a starter, but they're not super potent when it comes to ship-to-ship combat. And unfortunately, the Aurora, the MR, doesn't really have a solid upgrade path either to make it viable as a fighter. I know that CIG classify the Aurora MR as a light fighter, but I'll be honest, I don't really see it as a light fighter. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's almost 5. Hey. Be wrapping up at a fairly decent time today. No word. Yep, confirm. That's right. Take it all. Take it all. Give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my damn credits. All right. Here we go. Did I? Up. There we go. There's my money. All right, let's close this up. All right, we are gonna wrap things up here, chat. Whether you're watching over on YouTube or on the Twitch, store that ship. Because I just got a message. My eldest daughter wants to give me a phone call because she's got a couple questions. So I think it might be time to just wrap it up. That way I can give my my oldest daughter my full attention. Whatever she asks, whatever questions. Okay, hold on. Or excuse me. We going to the spaceport? Thank you. Bro. Whoa. Why? No, we're not sipping tea, bro. I can't drink tea. Tea makes me yak. Yeah, I don't think she's got tea. She said she's got questions. So, just some questions. So. You guys know, my kids mean everything to me. So, and it's not very often that they call while I'm live streaming. Like while I'm live, so it's like it's kind of a big deal. If she's asking if she can call me, she's got a few questions that usually indicate something's up. So, anyways, chat, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have an incredible Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We're gonna get out of here. Twitch, if you guys don't mind, hang out for a couple extra minutes. We're gonna go raiding. YouTube. I got nothing for you, man, other than thank you. Thank you for putting in the time. Thank you for hanging out, watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. It really is truly appreciated. Twitch, as always, thank you for the follows. Thank you for subs, resubs, gifted subs. Thank you for bits, and thanks for Clyde Dad tips.
Oh, my.
It is appreciated. It's what allows me to keep doing this after 8 years and being on this platform. Thank you so much. We're going to go raiding. So if you guys don't mind hanging out for a quick second while I see if I can find us a raid target. Let's see who we've got. Who do we have available? I mean, got? Who do we have here right now? You know, I'm gonna send you all over to Loken Plays because Loken again is in the verse. He's doing a golem giveaway. So if you could all on Twitch copy that, that is the raid message, okay? That's the raid message, Twitch. Use it. Use it. Because when we go over to say hello to Loken, I need you all to come in hard. Come in hard, chat. I need you all to come in hard. So we're going to go raid Loken Plays. I'm going to share the love. Go say hello to Loken. Loken is a wonderful human being. He is a friend to this channel and this community. He's incredibly friendly. He's incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to Star Citizen. So go give him a little bit of love. I'll see you back here on Monday. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Cheers, everybody.